BMW and diesel engineering share a long and complex history. For decades, the brand has been perfecting the balance between performance, fuel efficiency, mechanical strength, and long-term durability. While BMW is often associated with high-revving gasoline engines and sharp handling, some of its most legendary and longest-lasting vehicles have been powered by diesel. Diesel BMWs were built for drivers who wanted more than just speed. They were designed for people who cared about range, torque, highway comfort, and engines that could survive hundreds of thousands of miles when maintained properly. Taxi fleets, long-distance commuters, and enthusiasts across Europe have relied on these cars for decades, and many of them are still running strong today. But reliability is not just about the engine. It's also about the chassis, the electronics, the drivetrain layout, the suspension design, and how well the car ages over time. Some BMW platforms were built like tanks. Others, while advanced, introduced complexity that can become expensive years later. In this video, we are focusing on 10 completely different BMW diesel models, each based on a unique body and platform, with no repeats in generation, class, or chassis code. These are vehicles that mechanics respect, owners defend, and long-term drivers trust. If you are planning to buy a diesel BMW in 2026 and you want something that feels solid, predictable, and capable of surviving real-world ownership, this list will guide you towards some of the most dependable choices BMW has ever built. Let's begin. 10. BMW 318D E46. We start with one of the simplest and most mechanically honest BMW diesels ever made, the E46 318D. This model represents a time when BMW focused on balanced engineering rather than overwhelming complexity. The E46 platform is known for its excellent chassis rigidity, clean suspension design, and relatively straightforward electronics. The diesel engine in the 318D is not about speed or performance. It is about consistency, efficiency, and longevity. What makes this car reliable is its low-stress engineering philosophy. The engine does not push high boost pressure, the drivetrain is lightly loaded, and the cooling system is simple compared to later BMW generations. That means fewer weak points, fewer catastrophic failures, and lower ownership costs. Owners often describe this car as boringly reliable. And in the world of long-term diesel ownership, that is a compliment. With proper oil changes and cooling system maintenance, these engines regularly exceed 200,000 miles without major internal repairs. The E46 also benefits from one of the largest aftermarket and independent mechanic networks in the BMW world. Parts are widely available, affordable, and well understood. For buyers entering the diesel BMW world for the first time, this platform remains one of the safest long-term bets. 9. BMW 320D E90. Next is a completely different platform and body style, the E90 Generation 3 Series Touring, better known as the Wagon. The diesel version of this chassis became extremely popular across Europe. For one reason, it combined practicality with mechanical reliability. The E90 platform introduced more modern safety systems and improved structural rigidity, while still maintaining manageable electronic complexity. The four-cylinder diesel in this model is widely respected for its strong mid-range torque and fuel efficiency. But more importantly, it has proven to be predictable in aging. Its common failure points are well documented, well understood, and relatively affordable to address. What makes this wagon special is its balance of utility and durability. The rear suspension design is robust, the driveline handles torque well, and the overall platform holds alignment and ride quality even after years of use. For families, long-distance commuters, or anyone who wants space without sacrificing efficiency, this diesel BMW remains one of the most dependable long-term options going into 2026. 8. BMW 525D E39. Now we step into what many enthusiasts consider one of BMW's golden eras, the E39 5 Series. The E39 platform is famous for its build quality. The doors close with weight, the chassis feels solid at high speed, and the suspension geometry delivers stability even on worn components. When paired with BMW's six-cylinder diesel engine, the result is a car that feels engineered for the long haul. This model's strength lies in its mechanical simplicity compared to newer luxury sedans. The electronics are present but not overwhelming. The engine bay is accessible. The drivetrain components are overbuilt rather than optimized for weight savings. Many owners report that the body itself often outlasts multiple engines and transmissions, which speaks volumes about the structural integrity of this generation. With preventative maintenance, these cars can continue operating reliably well into extremely high mileage territory. This is a diesel BMW for drivers who value a solid, traditional luxury sedan that feels more like a machine than a computer on wheels. 7. BMW X3 20D F25. Now we move into BMW's modern SUV era with the F25 X3. This platform represents a turning point where BMW began refining its SUV lineup for long-term ownership rather than just performance. The diesel version of this model benefits from improved corrosion protection, better electrical system design, and a more reliable drivetrain layout compared to earlier BMW SUVs. The 4-cylinder diesel engine in this model is tuned for longevity rather than aggressive output. It delivers smooth, consistent torque without putting excessive strain on internal components. What makes this chassis reliable is its balanced weight distribution and reinforced suspension system. Many compact SUVs suffer from premature wear in their driveline and suspension components, but the F25's design spreads stress evenly across the platform. This model is often praised by long-term owners who use it as a daily vehicle, winter car, or family hauler roles that demand consistency, not drama. In 2026, it remains one of the safest diesel SUV options in BMW's lineup. 6. BMW 730D E65. Luxury and reliability rarely go together, but the E65 730D is one of the rare exceptions. This generation of the 7 Series introduced controversial design and advanced technology, but its diesel engine earned a strong reputation for mechanical strength. While gasoline versions of this platform often struggled with complexity, the diesel model proved far more durable in long-term ownership. The chassis itself is heavily reinforced, designed to handle the weight and torque of a large luxury sedan. The suspension components are oversized, the drivetrain is robust, and the cooling system is built for sustained highway use. What makes this car special is its ability to deliver long-distance comfort without sacrificing mechanical dependability. Many examples have served as executive transport vehicles and high-mileage highway cruisers for years with minimal drivetrain issues. For buyers who want a diesel BMW that feels like a luxury train on wheels, the E65 730D remains an underrated long-term investment. 5. BMW 330D E92. Reliability in a coupe is rare, but the E92 330D stands out as one of BMW's most durable performance diesels. This platform combines a lightweight body with a powerful 6-cylinder diesel that produces strong torque without aggressive tuning. The result is an engine that feels fast but isn't overstressed. The E92 chassis is known for its excellent structural balance, which reduces strain on suspension components and driveline parts. The coupe body is lighter than its sedan counterpart, which further reduces wear over time. This model is often chosen by enthusiasts who want a car that feels exciting without becoming fragile. It is a rare example of a diesel BMW that delivers both emotional driving and long-term ownership confidence. 4. BMW 530D F10. Here we enter BMW's modern executive sedan era with the F10 530D. This platform represents a significant improvement in structural rigidity, crash safety, and drivetrain refinement. The 6-cylinder diesel in this model is one of BMW's most respected engines for long-term reliability. The F10 chassis is engineered to handle high torque without excessive drivetrain wear. The transmission tuning is conservative, the suspension components are reinforced, and the cooling system is designed for extended highway operation. This car excels in predictability. Owners often describe it as a vehicle that doesn't surprise them with sudden failures. Instead, issues tend to develop gradually, giving time for preventative maintenance rather than catastrophic repairs. For long-distance drivers, business commuters, and anyone seeking a modern diesel BMW that still feels solid years later, this model is one of the best choices available in 2026. 3. BMW X5 E53 First Generation. We now go back to BMW's original luxury SUV, the E53 X5. This platform was built when BMW was still learning how to make SUVs, and because of that, it was over-engineered in many areas. The diesel version benefits from a simple and durable drivetrain layout that avoids the complexity of later high-performance variants. The chassis is heavy, strong, and designed for stability rather than speed. This reduces stress on suspension joints, driveline components, and transmission internals. The diesel engine in this model is known for its ability to run consistently under load, whether towing, climbing, or highway cruising. Many of these vehicles have been used in harsh environments and still continue operating reliably today. For buyers who want a diesel SUV that feels more like a mechanical tool than a luxury gadget, this X5 generation remains a strong long-term candidate. 2. BMW 320d G20. Now we step into the modern era with the G20 320d. This platform shows how far BMW has come in balancing technology and durability. The chassis is lighter yet stronger than previous generations, and the diesel engine benefits from improved thermal management and refined internal design. The electronics are more complex, but they are also more stable and better integrated than in earlier transitional models. This reduces the number of random system failures that plagued some older BMW generations. The G20's diesel engine is known for consistent service intervals, stable fuel efficiency, and predictable aging patterns. It is a car that rewards routine maintenance rather than punishing neglect with sudden breakdowns. For buyers who want a modern driving experience without sacrificing long-term reliability, this is one of the most future-proof diesel BMWs you can buy in 2026. 1. BMW 530d E34. At the top of this list stands one of the most legendary BMW platforms ever built, the E34 530d. This car represents a time when BMW prioritized structural integrity and mechanical durability above all else. The body is heavy, rigid, and designed to survive decades of use. The suspension components are oversized, the drivetrain is overbuilt, and the diesel engine is tuned for endurance rather than performance numbers. What makes this model truly special is its resistance to age. Rust protection, simple electronics, and strong mechanical systems allow these cars to remain operational far longer than most modern vehicles. Many examples have crossed 500,000 miles with original engines and drivetrains. This is not a car that just lasts, it endures. For anyone who wants a diesel BMW that feels like it was built for another era, one where longevity mattered more than screens and software, this model stands as the ultimate symbol of reliability. Final thoughts. Reliability in a BMW diesel is not about avoiding maintenance. It is about choosing a platform that rewards maintenance rather than punishes neglect. The 10 vehicles on this list represent different philosophies, different generations, and different types of drivers. But they all share one key trait. They were engineered to survive real-world use. Whether you want a classic sedan, a practical wagon, a luxury cruiser, a modern daily driver, or a rugged SUV, there is a diesel BMW here that can meet your needs and still be running strong years from now. If this guide helped you understand which diesel BMWs are truly worth buying in 2026, make sure to support the channel by hitting the like button, subscribing, and turning on notifications. It helps this content reach more car enthusiasts who care about real engineering and long-term ownership. Now I want to hear from you. Which diesel BMW do you trust the most? And which one would you buy today if reliability was your top priority? Drop your answer in the comments, and let's start the conversation.